Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Just Hilarious. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some housekeeping items, some meat and potato items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous T. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous T Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous T Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram, on the Instagrammies at Anonymous Reality T. Free to share everywhere. Free to hit the like button so it gets out into the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes. And do not forget, whether you are coming or going, to hit the like button. Y'all, Jess Hilarious done crashed out on the internet, done did a 12-minute live, dragging the Breakfast Club, dragging Charlamagne, that I thought was a personal friend of hers, basically saying that there was some initial beef with Lauren, but they're cool now. I find all of this unprofessional, and I'm going to tell you why. So a few nuggets from my takeaway from this is basically she feels that the Breakfast Club is ran like high school. She doesn't see how Angela Yee lasted there for 13 years. And basically people have been noticing how Jess Hilarious isn't there that much at work, is barely there for an entire week. Jess talks about how she's been picking up some supplemental income, doing these comedy shows and doing all of these things. Also, feels that nobody has her back as it pertains to the Breakfast Club. Nobody defends her. There was a time where, I think there was a back and forth with Jess Hilarious and Lauren. I forget which episode it was, but basically I think she told her, to, be quiet or whatever. And I think Charlamagne had texted her after the fact to say you should have told her to shut up or shut the bleep up or whatever, just trying to feed the, pinning the black women against each other on the show, you guys. And she basically, Jess is saying she accepted a job she was responsible for. She said that she was the one that recommended Lauren to take over for her while she was out on maternity leave and this and that. Also said as well that, when she came back, she noticed that Lauren was still there and very much, active and doing segments. And she was confused because she was like, I don't understand why she is here if I'm back from maternity leave. And so nonetheless, she told producers to get rid of Jess with the mess and give Lauren her own segment. And I don't know if you've been noticing, but Lauren has been saying that she's a senior news producer and everything else. And she went there from being there every so often to basically being there every day now. And so I want to say this in regards to Jess Hilarious. And I know, Corey Holcomb kind of fueled this, calling her less hilarious, saying that Lauren's outshining her. She has experience. Obviously, we know Lauren worked at TMZ and all this and that. I just want to say this, you guys. I want to say this. This has been a disaster from the start. This has been an epic fail from the start. First, the rollout of even announcing Jess Hilarious as the third co-host was a disaster from the start. It sounded like she announced it at a show or some event she was at prematurely, and it wasn't official yet, or they were still working out the contract. And she's basically saying that she's still on the show at this point so that, because she's just trying to fulfill the terms of the contract. But it's at the point where I wouldn't be shocked if iHeart or whomever just decides to buy you out of your contract because you're not contributing anyways. And here's my thing. Even before you went on maternity leave, Jess, the issue I had with you was that you did not do any research on a lot of these stories, and you allowed any type of personal beef or personal issues with certain celebrities, with certain comedians, try to cloud your judgment or try to cloud your opinion and your bias on things when y'all are in a particular celebrity news and gossip space that y'all got to be unbiased on everybody. But nonetheless, you want to use your personal, connections and this and that as far as how good or you're going to tell a story or not. And then in comes Lauren. Lauren is prepared. Lauren is asking the right questions. Lauren is doing her research. Lauren has background knowledge. Lauren is following these celebrities and keeping up with what they've got going on and adding more context to the segment than you ever did. And then for a while, even before before this really blew up. You had been looking disinterested, playing on your phone, having an attitude to the point that you and Lauren had a conversation because you felt a certain type of way. Now you're alleging that y'all are cool now. But my thing is this: take us out the group chat. Why are you bringing this to the internet instead of bringing this to your bosses, instead of bringing this to Charlamagne and Envy and Lauren so that y'all can try to coexist and be cohesive? You gotta own, Jess Hilarious, that some of this blame is on you. You allowed somebody to, you basically tricked yourself out of your own position. This was a huge opportunity. You knew a lot of eyes were going to be on you. No, you were not going to be the next Angela Yee. Nobody was expecting that. But what people were expecting, which is what Corey Holcomb alluded to, was due to your following, was due to your social media presence. They were expecting the ratings to go up. But you were not fitting in. And this was well before there was any talk of any Lauren filling in for you while you were pregnant. And I always felt Claudia Jordan or somebody else should have got this spot to begin with, because there was better chemistry, there was better flow. You needed somebody with experience to discuss the news, to discuss trending topics, and anytime it went to you, you either had certain information wrong in the story, you didn't do your due diligence, you didn't do your research, you were not reading the information correctly, and it came off like you just didn't give a crap. And this was before Lauren got there. And then you have controversy for the comments you made about Chadwick Johnson, who was sick with cancer. Then you had controversy with the comments that you made about that 11-year-old, I believe it was, that had cancer as well. Like, you have made some disgusting comments. You've got to hold that L. And then Wendy Williams, who, was before all this other stuff has taken place with her mental health, her guardianship, her conservatorship, and everything else. She was the queen of media. She was the queen of media. She was the queen of breaking stories. She had a hit TV show, all these things. And she calls into the Breakfast Club. And you sit there and you are scrolling Instagram instead of having a list of questions prepared to ask for Wendy Williams on that call. That is unacceptable. That is unprofessional. Listen, Jess Hilarious, I get it. It's uncomfortable. I get it. There might be some issues and things that you might have with the fact that Lauren has stayed on and basically has taken your spot without officially taking your spot. But you got to own that you did this yourself as well. You did nothing to improve the chemistry. You did nothing to, improve your knowledge about the jobs, about the position. You were just happy to be there. You were just happy to get that bag, to get that check. And that's not how this works, especially not in 2025. You better be contributing something on the job. If you're not contributing on the job, why are you there? Please do not give me this, it's all Charlamagne and DJ Envy's spot. Listen, they've been messy. They've been, trying to pin people against each other, making jokes and picking on people and all this and that. But Jess, I'm not going to let you just pin this all on them. No. You got to take some ownership. You got to take some accountability. You got to take some responsibility that you did this to yourself as well. That you did not show any signs of improvement. The fact that Lauren stayed on even after you came back, that should have been your opportunity to step it up. Instead, you're allegedly telling producers, give away my segment, give away all of my responsibilities at the job to make it easier for them to just get rid of you. Make it make sense, Jazz. That's not how this works. That should have motivated you to be on top of your game. Instead, you had an attitude. Instead, you're scrolling social media. And instead, you're jumping in, trying to interrupt Lauren and go back and forth. And Lauren's interrupting you. Like it's all a hot mess. It is all a hot mess. So are you going to be at the Breakfast Club tomorrow? Or are they going to make an announcement on tomorrow's show? Was this you officially quitting? Because I just don't see how much longer we're going to have to endure this, or they're going to think that this is going to be for some ratings or some other nonsense and maybe have you on for a little bit longer to see how all this plays out now that this has gone viral on social media. But Jess Hilarious, you got to own that you didn't do your part as far as fulfilling the terms and the needs of what the job entailed. You got to take that L, because nonetheless, we wouldn't be here. There wouldn't have to be a situation where there is a Lauren or anybody else that is smoothly still sitting in that chair when you're well back after maternity leave if they felt that you were competent enough to do the job. Lauren outshined you. Lauren had an opportunity, and Lauren seized that opportunity. You didn't take this job seriously and just thought because of who your name was and because of famous people that you've worked with and have been on tours with, that was going to be enough to keep you on the show. No. You guys, that's not how this works. So nonetheless, there is that. That is all I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.